Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. There's two episodes today because I decided that I needed to tell you all about the new stuff that's happening. Big update in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and I'm going to cover it. So first of all, new event, assets, mates, and more. Just new stuff that we're looking to get. I'm also going to go over the meta. I'm also going to go over the new packs that we have released and the new cards that have been released as well, and just kind of go over everything that you need to know. And of course, the usage rates of individual cards, like, for example, a little earth insect that we all know and love. But first and foremost, we gotta go over the leaks. Yes, Duelist Cup is coming, I know. Everyone cry. We know it's terrible. It's a horrible outcome, especially because this is Kashtira format now, and we're gonna have a Duelist Cup in the Kashtira format. Hip hip hooray! If you want to play anything else, make sure it's Pearly. Yeah, that's basically it. Duelist Cup in October, kind of expected. That's the next event, hip hip hooray. It's something fun. So, yeah, that'll be fun. We also got this, which is interesting, season points. Don't know what this is in regards to. It looks like something for the World Championships. I'm not entirely sure, but it is for 2024, so I doubt that it's going to be anytime soon that we are going to have to worry about this, and it's probably something farther down the line that they're starting to build up and starting to think about. Pretty interesting. New mate, Unchained Abomination. Wrong one. This is cool. If it looks like this in game, this will be a really cool mate. It's actually very interesting. We've had a lot of cute mates, or like pseudo cute mates, and so it's cool to see an actual cool one. Hopefully it doesn't look like Play-Doh like Blue Eyes did. Oh, they did Blue Eyes so dirty. It's so sad. But yeah, I'm excited to see the Unchained Abomination. Looks cool. We have the new Duelist Cup sleeves and icons. That's basically it. Pretty simple. Just Duelist Cup stuff. Hip hip hooray. Moving on, we have the official in-game card usage rates, win rate / report update as well. And here are the official in-game usage rates. Maxi went down a whole 0.1%. Hilarious. Still 92%. This is fair. Ash Blossom also went down, which is kind of interesting. And I think the main reason for this is because Ash Blossom isn't nearly as good against things like Pearly, and so it's more likely that you're going to see like a Droll, and if you're playing Droll, why play Ash? You know, stuff like that. So that's probably why, but it did go down quite a bit. Infip, as well as the Called By, Infip went up, but Called By went down quite a significant amount. Again, I think Called By went down because Pearly, playing Pearly, you don't really need Called By. You can play it, but you don't really need it. Similar to Ash Blossom, right? It's not really a thing that you need. So yeah. Also Imperm going up. I would have expected this to go up more. Imperm is very, very, very strong against Pearly, as well as playing it in Pearly. I know a lot of people don't like don't like Infip nearly as much as like Valor in Pearly. But even with that being said, like, it's still very strong in Pearly, so there's that. Double Azaius, of course, going up again. Pearly. Crossout Designator is also going down. Was at 53, and I think this was... Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but again, I think it's, hey, the best deck doesn't need to play Crossout, therefore not playing Crossout makes sense. Same thing with Fenris. You would expect, like, oh, but Pearly can also play Fenris. Very rarely are you actually, because it's actually just not worth it. You're better off playing a discard engine. So there's that. And then we have more other, just basically everything else is going down because Triple Tack is going up. Now, this should honestly be even more than it currently is. 29% is not enough. I think Triple Tack is probably one of the best cards right now in the game. And it's only getting better because of Thrust, which has just been released. But yeah, I do expect this to also be going up a lot more with the introduction of Thrust as well. But yeah, Baron, IP Masquerena, and Underworld Goddess have all gone down. It's kind of interesting to see that Underworld Goddess specifically has gone down, but it does make sense. Again, you don't play it in Pearly, therefore it does go down, even though every other deck is now going to be playing it, but it's not like every other deck wasn't already playing it to out-random jank towers, right? So it's kind of expected. Next up, we have Nibiru also going down. Not very good against Pearly in particular. Again, so there's that. And then Access Code Talker also going down. Can't play it in Pearly. Oh, sorry, it went up. I don't know why. I actually genuinely cannot tell you that. Access Code Talk are going up for reasons. And then Harpy's Feather Duster, which is now seeing a whole lot more play. I'm surprised that this wasn't already up here. I feel like Harpy's Feather Duster is something that a lot of people just automatically include just to deal with random back row, like for example against Labyrinth. Then there are a few notable ones as well. We have Chaos Angel, we have Azalea, which is not surprising. And then of course Plump as well. Because, yeah, of course, it's Plump. That's basically it. Just, of course, Maxi is at insane levels, and it's ridiculous. But cool to see, like, how the meta cards have specifically shifted due to the introduction of Pearly. So that's pretty cool. Next up, we have ourselves at two packs, or technically 3 packs. We have the new secret pack in Opening of an Apocalypse, which is the Despia branded Dark Lord pack. It's mostly Despia Dark Lord, which is very, very funny. But yeah, it's all the Dark Lords, and Grangnol, Masquerade, and Quaritus, which is weird, along with Blazing Cartesia, so all of the URs there. Only 6 URs, which I actually do enjoy. Yes, this isn't like everything for branded, but honestly, what could you expect? Did you really expect all branded to be in one pack? That's just ridiculous. But yeah, then we have a whole bunch of other Dark Lord stuff. We have the Aluber, the Dramaturg, the branded Banishment. That's kind of it in the SRs. So you're not really likely to get a whole lot of the SRs that you want if you're trying to build branded specifically. But if you're trying to build Dark Lords, you probably are. Then yeah, the rest are commons and rares, which are easy peasy lemon squeezy. But yeah, this one's kind of weird because like Tragedy is in here and Ad Libitum is in here and like a few others, but it's mostly just a Dark Lord pack, and it feels kind of weird to like. This is actually a really, really good pack just in general. Like, this is very strong. It builds a good deck. It builds into another really good deck and stuff like that. And it's a solid pack overall, but it's kind of weird to see like Despia specifically paired with Dark Lords, and just the Despia stuff and not like any of the Bestials or anything like that. Because I would have expected like. I guess Bestials don't really make much sense in, I don't know. Despia, it's cool. It's nice, but it's not the greatest. At least we get a pack for the Despia stuff at the very least. So there's that. But this is like the 4th pack that Aluber has been in. Opening of an Apocalypse. Oh, I thought it was in a different one. Oh, never mind. Anyway, moving on. We have Flame of Fury, which is the Kashtira pack. If you haven't logged on already and already built your Kashtira deck or whatever it may be, or looked at this, then this is for you, basically. Daruma Karma Cannon, which I don't think had been announced up until this point, is actually arriving in Master Duel. Now, I do not believe that it is currently in the OCG. I might be wrong, but I haven't seen any lists with it. Let me actually check that real quick, because, yeah, Daruma Karma Cannon is an insane card, and it's, as far as I know, TCG exclusive, so the fact that it's in Master Duel is pretty cool. Let me check, make sure that it's not in the OCG. Okay, so I just checked, and it came out, like, 2 weeks ago in the OCG. So the fact that it's already in Master Duel is very funny. But yeah, there you go. So Daruma Karma Cannon is in Master Duel. Thrust, I've already made a video talking about that. We have all of the Kashtira stuff. We have the Rise Heart is a UR, Planet Wraithos is a UR, and Kashtira Theosis is a UR. I kind of expected this, but alas, there you go. Then we have, of course, the Scareclaw as well as the Tearlament Kashtira as well, both being UR or SRs. So there's that. We have lots of new Gishki cards. We also have lots of the Rescue Ace stuff. However, notably, we didn't actually get the stuff from Dune or from Rescue Ace, so no Emergency, and I believe the other card is, it's not Turbulent, it's like 2 of the other higher level ones. But we did get Hydrant, we did get Turbulence, and we did get the starters, that being the Air Lifter and the Impulse, which is nice. So if you are looking to build a deck in the future, or just looking to have a fun deck just in general, Rescue Ace is definitely that deck. We also got Kashtira Big Bang, which is not, which is expected, as well as Waybridge, which is a very interesting card. If you control 2 or more monsters, or if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters than you do, your opponent must send monsters they control to the grave, so they only control 1. This is very interesting. It allows you to just, like, in Labyrinth, you can, like, flip it and, like, nuke your opponent's board, which is pretty cool. So, like, if they're trying to set up, like, a, maybe a Sprite board or something along those lines, you can flip it, send things to the graveyard. It's also just good as, like, a side deck option to, like, set sometimes. If you're like on Pearly and you're just playing the one monster, you're like, cool, no Xyz or anything like that for you. You can't have that many monsters. So it's an interesting option. Cool card, but probably won't be seeing much play. Maybe in Labyrinth. But yeah, that's kind of it. Not really anything else noteworthy. There's a few things in here, like the Scareclaw Twin Saw, which I didn't mention previously, which is pretty good for Scareclaw. The fact that it's common is very nice. I'm trying to think of anything else that's really in here. No, just lots of like Rescue Ace stuff. All of the Rescue Ace cards are pretty nice. Contain, Extinguish, Alert, and Rescue are pretty cool. But yeah, that's basically it. Moving on to the Legacy Pack update, there are a few new cards in here. Land Flipping, as well as Choju, the Trillion Hands, which is, if it's summoned, you can add a ritual monster and a ritual spell from your deck to your hand. It is a level 6, so it's probably not even worth playing, but there you go. And then the Psychic Rover. All of these are whatevers. They're not going to really do anything, but there it is. And then, of course, I got to talk about the meta report. This is mostly taken from, I believe, tournaments that were posted to masterduelmeta.com. So take everything here with a grain of salt. But yeah, this is from the release of Pearly, I believe, till now. So Pearly, we have 59 out of the, I don't know how many. But it takes up about a quarter of the slice. So there's that. And then we have Dragonlink, Labyrinth, Sword Soul, and Naturia being the other topping decks. Kind of funny to see, like, Labyrinth and, not Labyrinth, Sword Soul and Naturia on here. Kind of funny, but yeah, there really wasn't all that much in terms of diversity of this format, I would say. It felt like there was very clearly the best deck, and it was Pearly, and then it was Dragonlink, and then after that it was kind of like whatever, and everything was just so far below those two. But I guess like the results didn't really say similarly. Sad to see Naturia is on here. I hate that deck, and I just despise it with every fiber of my being, so seeing it to do well makes me sad. So there you go. But all in all, lots of other decks as well. Just kind of wanted to quickly throw that in there. But that's going to be after this episode. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy it. If you did, I like this very much, so appreciate it. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as more Yu-Gi-Oh!, just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Shout out to the Frost Guard, my members. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope you enjoy the content.